Hey, so I got some more Skylander figures. I wanted to share these with you guys because I think they're pretty cool looking. All right, so let me start off with the ones that weren't $2.50 each. So they're like 4 for $10, $3 each, except for the few that are in a different box. Starting with one of these, this is from, it's a Terrafin, but it's like $4. It's part of the Superchargers. I just thought he looked really cool. I like sharks, and I like shark people, because that looks really cool. Look at that massively huge gun. It's like, welcome to the gun show, ladies. Sun's out, guns out. I'm amazed. I should have like the evolution of Terrafin over the years, because he gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It's almost like he's not only growing up, but he's also getting stronger. And then let's see, the other, not $5, or not $4, or not, try English, not the $2.50 ones. This one was $5. It is the Giants special edition one, I'm pretty sure, so I hope I got the right one. I've had this one before. Back when I had all the Skylanders, I had pretty much every one of them except for the extremely rare ones. And then I had to get rid of them because, well, I moved in to help my dad out with his dementia. And, you know, there's certain things you start to miss. And I'm like, oh, man, I just loved how creative these things were. I think his name is Slam Bam. I just think they're fun. I think they're cool looking. You can't really pose them or anything. Mine was in better condition than this. I mean, he's got scratches on his eyes. It's got hair on him. He's got paint scraped off. So whoever had this one obviously didn't just take care of it. I love to take care of my figures, make sure they're in great condition. The rest of these are $2.50, with the exception of this one. This was $1, and this is a Lego figure, and it is one of the last ones they ever made with these Technic guys. Now, unfortunately, he has two left thighs. Somebody obviously put him back together, like broke him and put him back together with something else. Because yeah, you can't really bend this leg like you can the other one. He's probably about the same size as a G.I. Joe. He's about 1/18 scale. But I was like, $1? This was in the dollar Lego figure box for the you know, the Jack Stones and stuff. So he has that box too. All right, now getting to the other ones. Here's another Terrafin. This is before this one. I keep forgetting what these are. I think this is Swap Snapchat something. I don't know. But he's got really cool golden laser claws. He's looking up. So if he's swimming, he's coming at you. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So here's another Terrafin. I'm obviously going to have all the Terrafins for him done. This one, God, I forgot his name. It's like Zap, I think was his name. He's got little newt fingers. I've actually had one of those on my window before. It didn't look like this, obviously, but those little fingers, you could definitely tell they little balloons. And I think this was part of, oh, see, somebody's going to get on here like, you're wrong. Oh my gosh, you're so stupid. It's like, I don't know. I just think they're cool looking figures. This one is Dino Ring, I think what his name was. See, I just put these on my computer. Like I was going to show you the thing, but at the phone I'm using to record this, I have an app that uses spreadsheets, and I figured out how to put pictures in there. So when I get there, I can go, I already have this one. Because sometimes I forget and I buy the same thing twice. Especially with these guys. There's nothing on the bottom that says this was named this or whatever. So you can't just go by a list of names. You actually, and plus if they do, like look, there's several Terrafins. So I can't just go by name. So I got a bunch of pictures I had to scroll through. And I got them organized. So it's like green. And for this one I picked, I can't remember. Because this one in Imaginators, they didn't have a color base, so to speak. So I think I picked like purple and like basically all the colors of the rainbow. So it was like maybe yellow for him. I think maybe either it was yellow and purple for Imaginators and that super car one, whatever it's called. All right, you're like, you're babbling. I know. This one is called Funny Bones, and I like the glow-in-the-dark skull he's riding on. Plus, look at him, he's so cute. He's like a little puppy that's made out of bones. So neat. That's such a good thing. It's part of the red group, which I can't remember what that is. This one is something about Chopper, I think, something like that. I was hoping his little things would spin, but they don't. He's got little bionic legs. Look at the little braces on his legs. I just like how creative some of these are. I mean, for the most part, I think that what they've done is a great job. There's a few of them I'm going, you dialed that one in. And then this little guy is a smaller version of a bigger one. I remember I have one of him riding a motorcycle type of thing. Oh, I can't think of his name. I'm so sorry. I know there's a lot of people out there that love Skylanders and think that I'm crazy because I don't know these names, but they're creative, they're wonderful, but I can't remember them all. I've never read a book with them or anything. There's also this, and it's for the Imaginators line, I think. And it just looks cool. It just looks like something sci-fi looking, like, I don't know, like something that they're trying to protect, or maybe like Zordon or something. This one was a little broke. Like the base is like, I had to shove it back up in there because it was a little loose down here. Or maybe this thing's loose and sliding up and down. So another, I got it to where it's not janky anymore. But it's like a 20-sided dice in here. And it's a fire one. I know that. I can't remember anything else about it. And then last but not least is the King pen in the gold, not the silver. Yeah, I remember I had this in both colors actually back in the day. I like his armored wings. That's really cool. The gold and the black look really hot. This helmet looks really cool. It looks like eyebrows on him. So out of all of these, which one's your favorite? Is it the Lego guy? Is it these little guys? Now, from size references, I put the roller up. Let me see what the size in. The smallest one is probably this little dude right here, and he is about up to the very top point. He's 5 centimeters tall, and in inches, he's about 2 inches tall. The tallest one is going to have to be Pingo, or Kingpin. I keep saying Pingo like the old video game. He's about 4.5 inches to the top of this, not to the top of his head, which I know is more precise. I'm just saying how much you got to make shelf space for these. So 11 centimeters tall. So back in the day, I had this thing I made in college for making putting CDs in, because I had a lot of CDs, and it held about almost 500 CDs. And then when I got out of college, I filled that thing up even more and realized, okay, I got to find a different way to do this, because that little thing I made, it was just too small to hold all my CDs. And that was back whenever you used to put like rap music and heavy metal, and used to have categories. And eventually they started getting to where I couldn't tell which was what, because they fused all the music together in different categories. So I just went by total alphabetical order. So these look good on that shelf. It's actually in my room in there. All right, so I got all those. I mean, I had them on that at one time. I actually planned to put all of my Disney Infinity figures on it. I think this is probably one of my favorites. Gosh, I don't know. I love the crocodile. He's really cool, or whatever you want to call him. The Dido ring. This one is really, I love how hulking he looks. I love how, they're just all gorgeous. I love every one of them. It's like I can't pick a best. You let me know in the comments which one's your favorite out of all of these, and which one do you think is the best. And are any of these games still playable? Because I have an Xbox that it was in the middle of updating and it shut down and it couldn't update. I don't know. So it's just basically an Xbox that's sitting in there. It's not being used. But if you can play these on PC or laptop or whatever, is there a way to do that? Because I'm kind of curious, because I mean, I played a few of them one time, and it was Patrick Wahlberg's voice. Awesome. I loved it. That's what drew me into the game. But then the whole screen, like trying to get around something you couldn't see around it. It was not like, you know how I don't know how to explain it because I'm an old school gamer, but the whole Minecraft thing where you can move the camera around, you couldn't do it as much in these games, and it drove me a little bonkers. But let me know if it's a game that's still able to be played, and if it's worth it to try to get it somehow. All right, have a great day.